Welcome to HSMG 766, Organizational Design and Human Resources. My name is Carol Molinari, and I'll be your instructor for this 5.5 week accelerated summer course. To get started, I'd like to help you navigate the course Sakai site. And to do that, I'm going to take you to the the course website now and help you navigate the key buttons in the menu bar of the home page. The first place that you probably want to familiarize yourself with is the syllabus, and that's located on the left side in the menu bar. In the syllabus, you'll see there'll be course descriptions and objectives and so forth. Of particular importance, and you should read through the entire syllabus carefully, but I'd like at this point to bring your attention to the course policies, which are very critical, especially in this accelerated format. And these rules right up here will lay out very clearly what the expectations are for you to be successful in completing this accelerated course this summer. So again, please carefully read through these rules as well as the other material in the course syllabus that includes obviously the grading requirements and criteria. And as you can see here, there are a few critical components that you will have to complete to earn a satisfactory grade. There'll be 2 discussion forums. There'll be 2 cases. There'll be an individual 4 questions paper. There'll be a review of the group process when you did the case analysis. There'll be an introduction bio that you will be posting within the first week. And there'll also be a participation grade. And the participation grade will reflect the extent to which you were actively engaged in the discussion forums in terms of posting early, as well as giving feedback to all members of your group. And again, this will be all outlined as you carefully read through the syllabus. I want to now take you to the back to the home site and take you to another very critical piece of the course home page, which involves the weekly sessions. For each of the 5 weeks, I have laid out what will be covered, the readings that will be required, and the assignments that will be due for each of the 5 weeks of the summer session. So you need to be checking the weekly sessions regularly and make sure you check them early because there will be defined due dates for each of the weeks. So for instance, in week 1, you will be asked to complete a personal bio, and I give you some of the details of that right in this weekly session. And then I also ask that you will form a group to be used, not to be used, but to be working with for your group case analyses that will be coming up in the following weeks. So as you can see here, under the assignments, you have dates that each of these assignments are due, and I hold firm to the due dates. I do and I will consider exceptions when I deem them serious and worthy, but for the most part, due dates are considered firm. So there are not really, I don't just accept the fact that you got behind or you were very busy. You have to have a legitimate reason for me to consider possibly extending it. And especially in a 5.5 week format, there really isn't a whole lot of room to give people extra time because we are going to be going through rapidly the other week's assignments, and you can't really fall behind and ever then expect to be able to catch up. So you need to be careful of that, and I want to be clear about that right from the beginning. Another very important button or tab in the menu bar that I want to help familiarize you with involve the discussion forums. In this course, I use the discussion forums fairly extensively. I use them for introduction in terms of sharing information with all members of the class, and you'll see that in week 1 where we have a group, the large class discussion forum, as well as trying to select a group that's going to extend out to all members of the class to help identify people for groups that they would like to set up. However, you will notice that as the weeks progress, we will be working in groups for the subsequent discussion forums in weeks 2 and 5. By that I mean, once you form a group, you will then be working in your group to address whatever assignment that will be coming up for that particular discussion forum. For instance, let's go back to week 2. Week 2, there is a discussion forum that asks all the groups to address this particular issue. Should healthcare workers have the right to unionize, and if so, should they have the right to strike? And I ask that you post your original thread to your assigned group, following these guidelines, as well as the due dates. So for discussion forums, you will be working in an assigned group. For group case analysis, you will also be working in a group, in your assigned group. And for the case analyses, it's a little bit different. You're not going to have a particular question to be addressed, but you'll be using these group forums under the cases to collaborate with members of your group in terms of developing the case, in terms of following the case rules for that are set out in the guidelines here. So what I ask you do is that under your case analyses weeks, and there'll be 2 weeks that you'll be doing cases, your group is to post information for the write-up, and you can post by, again, reading carefully through these guidelines, and then using the groups to post maybe your section of the case that you were assigned to in your group, and use this to collaborate and to show that you're working as a group. And I will use this as evidence that in terms of how well your group worked to collaborate on each of the 2 case analyses. Okay.